Good morning, Miss Chilton is back for another day of PE, okay? Today our learning target is to be able to learn about pathways and directions so that you can travel around your house using different types of movements, okay? At the end, you should know you've got it when you can create 3 different paths with stuff from your house, okay? So let's talk about pathways. There are 3 different types of pathways we move in, okay? It is a straight line we move in, curved, and zigzag. So let's show you, okay? Straight line looks like this. It can be across or up and down. Let's do it together. Across or up and down, okay? Excuse me. That is a straight pathway. Pathway number 2 is a curve, okay? Curves have big humps. I want you to follow me. Let's do it together. Big humps, okay? It can be side to side or up and down, okay? That is a curved pathway, okay? The third one is a zigzag pathway, okay? Zigzag looks like mountains, okay? You know how mountains have those big pointy tops? That's what a zigzag looks like. So zigzag has up and down, big points, kind of like a curve, but they are sharp at the top and the bottom, okay? They can be up and down like this, zigzag, or it can be side to side zigzag, okay? Those are the different pathways. Now, you say, how do we travel in those different types of pathways? I'm gonna show you right now. All right, let's talk about directions, okay? There is a left and a right, and there is clockwise and counterclockwise. So I want you to look at my board, okay? I want you to hold your hands up just like this, okay? Your fingertips should be facing you, okay? And to know whether it's left or right, okay, you're gonna look at your hands. Your left hand should have an L, okay? Your right hand has like a backwards L. So you will always know it's left if you look at your hands and you see an L. That means you're going to the left. And if you're going to the right, you'll see that your right hand has an opposite L, okay? It's just the other way. So you'd be going to the right. So if Miss Chilton says, I want you to travel and go to the right, and you're like, Miss Chilton, I don't know where that's at, okay? You're gonna look at your hands, and if you see an L, that means the left. That means, oh, Miss Chilton is not gonna go this way, okay? I see a backwards L, that means right. So Miss Chilton is gonna go to the right, okay? So left and right, directions. Now we're gonna talk about counterclockwise and clockwise. So you've seen a clock. It goes 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? Clockwise is when you start at 12 and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? You're starting basically at 1 and increasing. So you're going clockwise and it goes this way around the clock, okay? Counterclockwise would mean you're starting at 12 and you're going 11, 10, 9. You're going the opposite direction, okay? And I'm gonna show you what that looks like in just a few seconds of the way we move, okay? So here's what I used from the gym. I'm not at my house right now, so I didn't use stuff from the house, but here's what I got from my office. So I made a straight line using paper clips. I made a zigzag, okay? You see those pointy tips, kind of looking like mountains with some pencils. And I just used a Kleenex and I made my curved, okay, my curved line, my curved path. Okay, so you can use examples of when you would walk in these pathways, okay? So when would we walk in a pathway of a straight line, okay? I have an idea. You walk in a straight line when you go from your classroom to the lunchroom, right? We all have to stand in a straight line, okay? Why? So we don't bump into anybody, okay? We're safer when we're in a straight line, okay? That's one example of when we move in a straight line. Here's another example of when we move in a curved line, okay? Say this is another teacher, okay? And Miss Chilton is walking down the hall in a straight line, okay, on my phone, and I look up and I see there's another teacher. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk in a curve around my teacher, okay, so I don't bump into her to be able to get where I'm going. Okay, that is an example of a curved pathway. Okay, do you see how I did that? So I was walking straight, okay, and I curved around. You see how it was big off to the side so I didn't bump into anybody? That's an example of a curved. Okay, when would I use a zigzag? So, example, Miss Chilton is running in the gym, okay? I'm running, okay? And there is somebody in front of me and I don't want to run them over. So Miss Chilton is gonna have to, step off to the side really quick and step back in front of them so I don't bump into them, okay? Usually in the zigzag, it happens fast. Okay, so here's an example. Okay, Miss Chilton is running. Oh no, there's somebody there. Oh, I have to cut across back to get to where I want to go. That's an example of a zigzag pathway and how we use that in our everyday life. Okay, let's talk about examples of directions. Okay, so Miss Chilton again is walking down the hall. I hear another teacher say, "Hey, Miss Chilton, can you take a ride and send my class down to the library?" "Sure." "Oh, here we go, class. We're going to take a ride." "Oh no, I don't know where right is." Look, I got to look at my hand. I look and I see an L. That means left. I'm not going to go left. Ooh, I see an opposite L. That means right. So I'm going to go to the right, take my class. Okay? That's an example of how we use the right and left directions. Now you're wondering, when are we going to use clockwise and counterclockwise directions? Okay, simple. Okay, if Miss Chilton is in PE, okay, and you are on your home base, pretend this is your home base, and Miss Chilton says, "I want you to run clockwise." So I look at my home base and I pretend that it's a clock. You look down. Every time you want to start clockwise or counterclockwise, you got to think, where would my 12 be? So my 12 would be at the top, okay? So I'm going to step in front of my 12, and I said go clockwise. Remember, clockwise always goes from 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Counterclockwise goes 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So if Miss Chilton says go, I want you to run clockwise, I'm going to run this way, because this is clockwise. If Miss Chilton says freeze, I want you to go counterclockwise. You are going to go back to your home base, look, where should I go? Should I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, because that's clockwise. Counterclockwise is the opposite. You go 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So I would start at my 12 and go the opposite direction. That is an example of how we use pathways, directions in everyday life or in PE. So I hope you remember those things. If you need help, I want you to go down to the little folder, and there are different pictures of clock